Welcome to today's numeracy lesson on Payslips. I'm going to show you two things that will be useful to know when you start earning money. And the first thing is time and a half. So you might have heard people talk about going in and working on public holidays or maybe doing some overtime to earn time and a half. And this literally means your normal rate plus half of your normal rate. And the easiest way to work this out is to multiply your normal hourly wage, so in the example that we've got here, Penny's paid $21.50 an hour, by 1.5. So if you do $21.50 times 1.5, you'll get $32.25 per hour, and that is Penny's time and a half rate. So if she works 5 hours on Matariki, because it is a public holiday, she gets 5 lots of that new rate of 32.25. So the trick with time and a half is 2 times by 1.5 your normal hourly rate. If I'm looking at this other example pay set that we've got down the bottom here, so you've got income regular, so the normal rate for this person is $27.50. They work 80 hours at that rate, so $27.50 times 80 gives you the $2,200. And then underneath they've got their time and a half rate. So how they've calculated that is they have done $27.50 and they have timesed by 1.5 to get $41.25. That's their new hourly rate. And if that person, for example, worked 5.5 hours at that new rate, then you do $41.25 times 5.5 to get the 226.88. If I was to type it directly into my calculator, so 41.25 times 5.5, I actually got this 226.875. But when I'm rounding, we only have 100 cents in a dollar, so I can't pay the third decimal place. I put a line on here. I look just at this number. 0 to 4 stays the same, so it would be 0.87, but 5 to 9 rounds up, and it just changes that 7 to an 8, so it takes it 1 up. 226.88. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is PAYE tax. Okay, so we need to know how to find how much tax you're going to pay. So on this example payslip, the total gross pay, which is before tax, so this isn't the amount that you're going to get in your account, unfortunately, is the normal rate pay plus the time and a half pay. Now, PAYE is the pay as you earn tax, and this for this person is charged at 10.5%. It's the lower tax bracket. We need to find 10.5% then of the total gross pay. What we're going to do is to find that 10.5%, hopefully you've seen the previous videos on finding percentages of amounts. I'm going to use the decimal method. So I'm first of all going to find my multiplier by doing 10.5 divided by 100, and that's going to give me 0.105. I'm not going to round that number. I'm going to use the whole 3 decimal places. Then I'm going to find 0.105 times the total gross pay. So that was 2426.88. Now, if I type into my calculator 0.105 times 2426.88, I get 254.8224 that we're paying in tax. Remembering again that I can't pay the third and the fourth decimal place because there's only 100 cents in a dollar, and I'm just looking at the 2, which doesn't impact on the one before it because it's not between 5 and 9. So the amount of tax we're going to pay is this 254.82. Okay, now that tax goes to the government. It never lands in your bank account. So how we get the net pay is you do the total gross pay, take away the PAYE tax. So they've got this number that lands in your bank account by doing 2426.88, take away 254.82, and that gives you how much you actually get paid. There are questions on this on the question worksheet that you've got. Give these a go now.